Peace and grace to you, beloved. You are not here by accident. This moment, this exact breath you're taking, is divine timing. It is not a coincidence that you're hearing this message right now. There are no accidents in the language of heaven. Something has been stirring in your spirit, hasn't it? A pull you can't explain. A silent whisper in your soul. The ache for clarity. The longing for something more. The sense that something beyond your understanding is being rearranged, just for you. Heaven is speaking to you now. The winds have been fierce lately. You've been walking through storms, externally or internally, and maybe you've wondered if they would ever pass. But the truth is, those storms didn't come to destroy you. They came to clear the path. A sacred path. One only you can walk. One leading directly to what your heart has prayed for. This is the season where your angels are shifting everything, and what was once chaos is now divine alignment in disguise. Type, "I receive" in the comments if your spirit feels the confirmation already. Pause and let that settle. You were meant to hear this. Angels say a storm is clearing the path for your eternal union. What you've been facing, beloved, it hasn't just been difficulty. It has been divine disruption, a cleansing, a removal, a necessary shaking of all things that could have stood in the way of what heaven has already written over your life. Your spirit knows this. Even before your mind could make sense of it, your soul felt it. The change, the pressure, the unrest, the closing of chapters you weren't prepared to release. But now, heaven whispers something sacred into the silence. This isn't the end. It's the clearing before the promise. There is a love heaven has been preparing for you. Not just romantic love, but covenant. Destiny meeting destiny. Purpose intertwining with purpose. A union that has eternal weight. And the storm, it didn't come to punish you. It came to tear down what was never truly rooted in God. It came to carve a straight path through the confusion, the false attachments, the delay. Your angels are not silent. They've been moving, clearing, shifting, shaking, because the weight of this promise demands pure ground. You are walking into the fulfillment of what your spirit has always known. And this message is your divine confirmation. Let that truth anchor you. The path is being made clear. You've felt it, haven't you? The heartbreak that came without warning. The endings you didn't ask for. The silence from people who once called you home. The restlessness that stirred in your chest in places where you used to feel safe. And maybe you've asked heaven, why now? Why this? Why me? But the truth is, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Every delay was divine. Every disappointment, a redirection. Every no, it's wholly not yet. What you've walked through was not to break you. It was to awaken you. It was heaven's hand removing everything not rooted in the promise. The shaking wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to deliver you. You've been in a pruning season, beloved, and though it hurt, it was holy. The relationships that slipped away, the dreams that seemed to die, the doors that refused to open, it was all heaven protecting what you cannot yet see. For as it is written in Isaiah, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." You haven't been forgotten. You've been positioned. And what feels like loss is often divine rearrangement in disguise. You didn't lose what mattered. You lost what would have hindered what's coming. Let that truth sink deep into your spirit. What felt like rejection was actually redirection. What felt like abandonment was protection. Heaven has been rearranging things in your life, not to strip you bare, but to clear the space for divine alignment. You asked for a love that is true, didn't you? You asked for purpose, for peace, for clarity, for the kind of union that echoes in eternity. And when you asked, Heaven listened. But to receive what's holy, the clutter had to be removed. Some people were only meant to walk with you part of the way. They were not equipped to carry what you're being called into. Their season ended because your next chapter requires sacred ground. Your angels have been busy, not idle. They've been tearing down false attachments, closing doors that no longer serve your destiny, removing masks, draining distractions. Also, the divine connection prepared for you can finally find its way. Even the silence has been strategic. Even the loneliness has been divine. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. And in the middle of the storm, God has been planting the foundation for your eternal union. What's coming next will not need force. It will fit because heaven fashioned it. If you've been noticing the subtle shifts, the quiet signs, then know this: you are not imagining things. There's been a name that keeps resurfacing, a city you feel drawn to, a dream that won't let you go, random moments where your heart beats differently, sensing something sacred on the horizon. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Your angels have been whispering through the small details. That conversation you overheard, the repeated number patterns, the unexplainable pull toward healing, toward letting go, toward preparing your heart. You felt the tension between what was and what is coming. That's because you're standing at the edge of divine alignment. As it is written in Psalm, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Every moment is being ordered. Every decision is being gently influenced by a higher hand. You may feel unsure, but heaven is not. You are being nudged toward sacred ground. You are being prepared for a meeting that will change everything, and the signs are increasing because the moment is drawing near. So pay attention to what stirs your spirit. Notice the peace that comes out of nowhere. Watch for dreams that leave residue in your chest. This isn't random. This is divine coordination. You've questioned if you're still on time. You've wondered if you missed it, if maybe you're too late, too far gone, too broken to be chosen for something this sacred. But hear this now. Heaven does not make mistakes, and you are not behind. You are right on time for what eternity has already prepared for you. Every wound, every detour, every tear, it's all being woven into a story only you can carry. Nothing is wasted. Not even your waiting. You may feel tired from the trials, fragile from the disappointments. Maybe you even feel unworthy to receive a love that is holy, pure, and eternal. But your angels want you to know this. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too far. The delays were not denials. The pain did not disqualify you. It prepared you. For as it is written in Romans 8 verse 18, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." You are being prepared to receive something beyond what you've known. Let that truth heal the corners of your heart where self-doubt still lingers. You are seen. You are still chosen. And the promise is still yours. There is someone, crafted in the quiet chambers of heaven, whose spirit has been searching for yours. They may not know your name yet, but their soul already recognizes the shape of your prayers. Their heart has been calling out to God, and God has heard. This is not about fantasy. This is about covenant. Your future spouse, your divine counterpart, your eternal promise, they too have walked through fire. They have been refined, stretched, and humbled, not for perfection, but for purpose. They've known what it feels like to be broken. They've wrestled with doubt, questioned timing, and begged heaven for peace. But in their waiting, God has been writing you into their healing. And just like you, they've felt the storm, the pressure, the purging. They are not coming to complete you. They're coming to align with you. Because this love, it will not be built on survival. It will be born of wholeness, rooted in God, fueled by grace, strengthened by purpose. This is not someone who will merely recognize your face. This is someone who will recognize your soul. They won't be drawn to your image. They'll be drawn to your essence, to the sound of your spirit when it speaks in silence. You are being matched with someone who has also been made ready. And the timing is not accidental. It is divine. When it happens, it won't feel like chaos. It will feel like clarity. Not noise, but a calm knowing deep within your soul. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to convince them. You won't have to shrink, change, or perform. There will be peace. And that peace will be your confirmation. Your angels say, when your eyes meet theirs, something ancient will stir. A remembrance, a stillness, a sacred yes rising in your spirit. You won't feel panic. You'll feel presence. There will be no fear in their approach, no confusion in their words, no contradiction in their energy. They will come with a truth that cannot be shaken. You will feel God's hand on it. For as it is written in Philippians, and the peace of God, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. This person will carry that peace. And when you're with them, even in silence, you will feel safe. You will feel seen. The world might not understand it, but your spirit will. You'll know it's them, not because of sparks, but because of serenity. Not because they check every box, but because they speak to the part of you that's been waiting in prayer. You'll feel it, and you'll just know. Speak this now, not just with your mouth, but with your heart. I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me. Say it slowly. Say it like a promise. Say it like a release. Because something begins to shift when your voice agrees with what heaven has already written. Type it below in the comments. I am ready for what heaven has prepared for me. Don't hesitate. This is more than a phrase. It's an activation. When you speak it, your spirit aligns. When you type it, your agreement becomes visible in the earth. Your angels are watching. Heaven responds to faith in motion. You're not just hoping anymore. You're declaring. And what you declare in faith begins to manifest in time. The shift is not coming. It has already begun. Even now, timelines are realigning. What was delayed is being restored. What felt distant is drawing near. Heaven has gone ahead of you, rearranging moments, rerouting hearts, removing barriers. And you, beloved, are not just waiting for a breakthrough. You are walking into it. The season of stillness had a purpose. It strengthened your roots. It refined your vision. It taught you how to recognize what is real. Now, the movement begins, not outside of you, but within. Your spirit is stepping forward. Your voice is rising. Your faith is catching up to the promise. You are not where you used to be, and you will never return to that place of confusion again. The door behind you has closed, but the gate before you is opening. Let this settle in your chest. Heaven is not sending just anyone. Heaven is sending the one whose presence feels like prophecy fulfilled. Your story is in motion. The connection is already drawing closer. Even now, The spirit of your eternal union is awakening. Take another step. Heaven is guiding your every move. You're not the only one who's been waiting. You're not the only one who's been praying, weeping, hoping in the dark. On the other side of your promise is a soul who has also been in process. They've been walking through their own wilderness. They've wrestled with loneliness. They've asked God if someone like you could even exist. They've had to heal from betrayal. They've had to lay down false loves, empty connections, and shallow attachments. And in that surrender, their heart began to transform. Just like you, they had moments when they almost gave up. But heaven wouldn't let them, because their spirit was tethered to something sacred, to someone sacred, to you. There were nights they cried out, "God, I just want someone who understands me." And heaven whispered your name over them. You are not coming into their life as a stranger. You are coming as the answer to a prayer they forgot they even prayed. They've been becoming the kind of person who can love you well, not from their wounds, but from their wisdom, not from fear, but from faith. So hold compassion in your heart for their journey, because while you've been becoming, so have they. Don't be surprised if they come wrapped in something unfamiliar. They might not look like the image you held in your mind. They may not fit the list you once wrote down. But your soul, your spirit, will recognize the truth. Because heaven does not send what your ego desires. Heaven sends what your purpose requires. They may not come dressed in perfection, but they will carry peace. They may not speak all the right words, but their presence will speak louder than anything they've ever said. Remember what is written in 1 Samuel. For the Lord seeth not as man seeth, for man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord looketh on the heart. So open your spirit wider than your preferences. Be willing to receive the blessing in a different form, because what God has for you may not be flashy, but it will be faithful, and that's what will last. This is not just about love. This is about legacy. Your union is not simply for comfort, it is for calling. It carries the breath of destiny. It's designed to heal generations, shift spiritual patterns, and bring light into dark places. What you're being aligned with is bigger than a relationship. It's a divine assignment, a mission made for two hearts walking as one. You've been chosen not just to love each other, but to serve something eternal together. You will build, create, restore, and release. You will love in a way that makes others believe again. You will model what grace looks like in human form, as it is written in Isaiah. Behold, I will do a new thing. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? What's being formed between you will be new, not recycled, not repeated. New. God is doing something fresh, through your healing, through your obedience, through your yes. This connection will birth vision. It will unlock ideas, open doors, bless others through its overflow. Your love is not ordinary, because your purpose is not ordinary. You were never just waiting for a partner. You were being prepared for a purpose-partnered promise. Now it's time to seal what heaven has spoken over you. Say this out loud, even if it feels strange. Prepared and expecting. Let those words rise from the center of your being. Let them echo into your atmosphere. Let them become your agreement with the unseen. Then go to the comments and type it boldly. Prepared and expecting. You are not hoping vaguely anymore. You are expecting specifically. You are not wishing. You are aligning. You are not begging heaven. You are walking with heaven. Because when you speak it, and type it, and believe it, Heaven responds. This is your moment of release. This is your spiritual agreement. This is the act of faith that breaks the silence around your promise. Say it one more time, prepared and expecting, because that is exactly what you are. This is already on its way to you, not because you earned it, but because you were chosen for it. Heaven has not forgotten your tears, your surrender, your lonely nights of whispered prayers. All of it was seen. All of it was sacred. And now, your time has come. You are not being teased by heaven. You are being trusted. Trusted to hold what is holy. Trusted to walk in something pure. Trusted to love in a way that reflects the heart of God. Let this settle in your chest. You are not waiting anymore. You are welcoming. You are not empty. You are being filled. You are not lost. You are being led. This is your confirmation. This is the word you asked for. This is the sign your soul has been seeking. Walk forward now, with eyes of faith, with a heart that is open, and with the deep assurance that the storm was never meant to destroy you. It was sent to clear the path. Your eternal union is near. Peace and grace be with you always.